What's up, y'all? I am Marcus, and this is What You Playin', Bro. It's basically a preview of what we've got coming this week on both YouTube and Twitch. On YouTube this week, we will be continuing from the fog. We've got the Balatarian Palace gates that we're going to be doing 1-1. We've got the Dragon Bridge, the Dragon Roost, which we will loot early, of course. I'll show that. The Phalanx boss, and then the monumental conversation where there's the huge expositionary lore dump, and it's just a ton of info that we're going to be unpacking for the rest of the freaking game, pretty much. Like, it's a lot. So it's definitely one to not miss. Also on Twitch, we are going to be playing this bad boy right here, Onimusha, Dawn of Dreams, PlayStation 2. Fantastic game. This game, it's been a while since I've played it, and I've been messing around with it here a little bit recently, kind of refamiliarizing myself with the controller or whatever, and oh boy, it's good. I forgot how good it was. You're killing demons, you're absorbing souls, you're parrying, you're riposting. Sounds a little bit like Souls. Honestly, if you've played the Neo games, I feel like they're as much a spiritual successor to this as they are to Souls. Like, it's got a lot. It's got a lot in common with this in terms of the setting and aesthetic and just kind of the overall presentation as well. But this game's fantastic. One of the coolest things about this is the chain critical system. Like, imagine if you're playing like a Souls game or Neo or whatever, like you land a parry and then you do your riposte. And then you can chain your riposte to another enemy and another enemy and another enemy. So you can like parry one enemy and then take down an entire crowd with your critical follow-up. Frickin' Dawn of Dreams, man. I think that it's not really a game that you see super often on Twitch or YouTube because it's a PlayStation 2 game. PlayStation 2 games in general, like, it had a really weird architecture, and so PlayStation 2 emulation is kind of... There's good emulators out there for the PS2, but this game in particular does not emulate well. Like, the menus and stuff are just full of garbage. Like, it's just a mess. We're going to play on hardware. Now, the problem... it's behind the mic. Now it's not in the light. It's so hard, man. The problem with playing on hardware is that... the PS2's base output and then on HD screens and stuff, it doesn't look super great. So we have a solution for that. This device, we're going to try it out. This is called an OSSC. It is an open source scan converter, I think is what it's called. It is basically a line doubler. Lots of fancy tech talk. It make your PS2 games look good, basically. I'm trying to get to the point where we can do PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1 and SNES games especially on stream, have them look good, played on actual hardware rather than via emulation, because you can maybe see it back there. It's on the floor over there. I got this little CRT monitor here recently, and I've been playing a lot of my old games on a CRT and just realizing... wow, emulation doesn't really reproduce what these games were all about. Like, and even with the line doubler or whatever, like, you're not going to get the same visuals that you would get on a CRT. Things like the scan lines and stuff of the CRT and the color bleeding on the CRT monitors, actually, like, it adds additional perceived detail, not only to sprites, but also some of the early 3D games that have lower poly models and lower res texture sheets and stuff like that. But you actually see more detail than is like there, because you're also seeing the scan lines of the TV and stuff like that. And because the developers developed on that technology with those constraints in mind, like, it's a different experience. It is a different experience, and it's something that I had forgotten because I haven't played on CRT in years and years and years. And I've just been like, oh yeah, man, just emulate it. It's just easier. But so we're going to do this, and we're going to see how it turns out. Like I said, I am not sure when I'm going to be streaming. Unfortunately, you can check my Twitter. I always tweet when I go live, but I do know that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning, I should be able to stream. That's morning, U.S. Central Time. The rest of the week, it's kind of dicey. I'm going to try to stream in the evening where I can. Basically, the pandemic is completely out of control here. The schools are still open, but they have this A-B schedule where half the kids go at one point and half the kids go the other time. And when it's not your kid's turn, it's virtual schooling from home. And so, I'm tied up doing that, which is important. So, yeah. That's what I'm going to be playing. I'm going to From the Fog and then Onimusha Dawn of Dreams. If you can catch me live on stream or catch the VODs on Twitch, what are you guys playing? What are y'all playing? I don't know. There's some games that I'm looking forward to that are going to come out this year. Kenna Bridge of Spirits is one that I'm definitely looking forward to. I think Elden Ring is going to come out this year for reasons. Maybe if I do another one of these What You Playing Bros next week, maybe we can talk about that then. I think Elden Ring is going to come out this year. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. But in the meantime, there's just kind of a bunch of retro stuff that I want to play other than the Demon's Souls remake, which other than that, I don't know. So yeah, this has been What You Playing, bro. I'm playing fucking Onimusha, man. Later, y'all.